Welcome, collectors and heavy equipment enthusiasts. Thank you so much for joining me for another brand new edition of Diecast Emporium. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the brand new to market Motorart 150th scale Volvo P6820D tracked asphalt paver. Now, basically, generally speaking, this is a cosmetic update to the C version of this model, but I am going to see if it also features some improvement in functionality and maybe some other improvement on some other features that was not present on the C version of this model. However, if you'd like to see a compare and contrast video, take a look at the top of your screen right now. You can link the C version of this model that I've already reviewed. You can kind of bookmark that, and when you're finished watching this review, you can go take a look at the C version and kind of compare and contrast and see the main differences between the two. All right, back to earth. We'll take a look at this P6820D. As you can see, all Motorart Volvo 150 scale construction models, for the most part, come in this same Windows-style packaging. You can see Volvo P6820D on the bottom. On the back, this is something that Volvo has done for years that, quite honestly, I've never really understood, rather. As you can see that there's kind of like this outline along the drawing of the real model on the back, so it actually shows a little scissors here that you could cut this out if you wanted this for a background. Don't do that. That destroys the long-term value of your model. Never deface or destroy the packaging that comes with these high-end die-cast models. All right, back to the unboxing. So thankfully, this is housed in two plastic formers here. They are taped, which you have to cut, obviously, the first time, but there are no twist ties or flex cuffs or any of those other obnoxious items that we all dislike. So you don't have to fight those. You just lift straight up, and you are ready to display your model with no assembly required. Okay, with the asphalt paver out of the box, let's begin the detail and decal application portion of this review. That's typically where I like to start these model reviews. As you can see, very clean and crisp. We have P6820D APG right here on the side of the hopper walls. Volvo. Moving along to the back, we have Volvo on the top portion of the canopy. There are some details and some efforts been put into the control stations here on the back of the screed, and then there is a single control station right here that you can barely see where the other operators would sit. Right-hand side of the machine, again, Volvo here on the different operator stations. These do slide out. I'll show that during the functionality aspect of the review. Moving towards the front, once again, very crisp, very clear. Volvo decal on the front portion of the canopy. What this model is missing, and I think could be improved, perhaps if they do another version of the P6820, is some warning labels, again, just to add some realistic detail to it. Taking a look underneath our little asphalt paver here, you can see the rubber belt, which actually is rubber, and you can rotate that. The tracks will move on a surface with friction, and you can barely roll them by hand, but you want to be careful because they are spring-loaded and they can pop off very, very easily. But looking underneath gives us a chance to see the bolt detailing on the tracks. Moving along towards the back, you can see that the screed is all too eager to extend itself, like it's seen its first girlfriend. On the back, you can see the working auger, which can rotate. Again, those that are not familiar with asphalt pavers, this is how the asphalt mix would get distributed back to the screed portion, which is this. Motorart scale 1 to 50, made in China. So that's it for the underside. All right, let's turn our attention now to functionality. We will start at the front. So this is your hopper. Right now it's down as if it's ready to accept its latest batch of asphalt from a dump truck. Your rollers on the front, these also do spin, as I'm demonstrating with the pointer, so you can pose this behind a waiting dump truck. Your hopper sides can fold in. Again, this helps when the load becomes almost empty and you need to get it onto the belt here. Also, you can fold these up if you want to pose your paver on a lowboy or a tag trailer. You also have the new Tier 4 package for emissions. You have this rather large plastic exhaust stack. I don't think it looks particularly good, but it is very representative of the real-life machine. All right, on to the sides. These sides will fold out as well, as you can see here. There isn't the greatest distance that folds out but on both sides you can fold it out to give the operator a better field of view. Additionally, if it's an extra sunny day while you're paving, you can extend the canopy out to shade the operator or close it back up. To the working end of the paver, your screed, it will raise like this, or it can lower if you're ready to start some paving. And as you saw when we took a look at the machine from the belly view, you can extend both sides of the screed out if you're doing a extra wide street. That's the functionality aspect of the paver, which I have to say for the most part does not disappoint. It is a little disappointing though that there are no opening engine panels on this model. That's something that I would have liked to have seen Volvo take the next step, especially when introducing the D version of this family of pavers. Now, another thing that you'll see is this does have the Volvo updated safety railing package. All of the new Volvo models have this very bright fluorescent orange for your safety railing package, and that is very noticeable on this paver. So, what would a paver model be if we didn't put it in a little mini paving display or diorama? And that's really where all of these paver models come alive. So, let's bring out a 1/50th scale dump truck. In this case, it's a Western Star by Diecast Masters. So let's have him emptying his load into the hopper of our asphalt paver here. And then we'll bring out a compactor. In this case, this is the WSI Volvo DD105, a fantastic model in its own right. If you have not seen my review of this, take a look at the top of your screen right now. Again, a suggested link if you want to see the review of this fantastic little model. And there you go. Just like that, real quick, you have your own desktop mini paving train or diorama. So, what do I think overall in conclusion of this Volvo Motorart model? I think that Motorart specifically has taken yet another step forward to join the ranks of companies like NZG and Diecast Masters, who continue year in and year out to push the envelope of what the die-cast construction market can be. And this is another shining example. While I would have liked to have seen more working features, like, for example, opening engine compartments, this does have a lot of working features that other previous Motorart Volvo models did not have. Now, the price is comparable with Diecast Masters and NZG pavers. So that being said, it's really up to you, the consumer, which one you'd like to add to your collection. If you're more of a Volvo fan, a Cat fan, or a Vogela Virkon Group fan, the choice is entirely up to you. But if you do decide to go with this one, this is not at all a bad choice, whereas years previously, if you purchased a Volvo Motorart model, it may not have been the best choice long term. As always, I'm Tommy with Diecast Emporium. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button as I upload videos weekly. Until next time, take care and be safe. I'll see you in the next review.